Here I am at the trailhead of Northern Terminals. I've got my pack on. You see the size of it. Got my poles, got my gaiters, all kitted out and ready to go. So, 1,000 kilometres, here we go.
Oh boy, wish me luck. There's the woggle, the snake leading the way, and there's my first woggle. That's it, that's the thing I'm going to be following all the way. So it's saying go straight, so let's go straight. Here we go, first step. Woo! I'm on the trail now. I'm on the trail, people. Which way do I go? Oh, there's a sign. There's a sign. Does it bode poorly that my hips and back are already hurting? I've done 3 steps. Okay, it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good on the day. It'll all work out in the end. Gotta keep an eye out for the woggles. Can you spot a woggle? Oh, wait a minute. Let's have a look at the view first. Oh, lovely breeze. The sun's shining. Almost not a cloud in the sky. Yes, for those of you who have been looking, there is the woggle leading us around this way. You've got to keep your eyes peeled for these little things. Seriously, how's the Serenity? It's the Serenity. Here's the first hut. It's Hewett's Hill. There's, shelter in there, and there's some big wide beds. I suppose can fit, a couple of people if they were so inclined. There's a water tank and a fire pit. Some places to sit around it. Also tables. It's nice. Plenty well organised. Apparently there's tent sites up that way. There's also a toilet up the back there. So there we go, Hewett's Hill. So my first impression of the trail is it's beautiful. I've had a lovely walk. The first hill I'm going to call Second Thoughts Hill, because with my pack that was pretty heavy, and coming up there it was really, whoa, where do I stop for the night? I'm feeling better now. I think I'm going to walk the weir. Walk the weir. Here we go. Here we are walking, a sight for sore eyes, just coming down into Balls Creek camp, and not a moment too soon. Oh, my legs are cramping up, and I've met a couple of lovely people on the trail. My pack is just about ready, packed up. A very loud talker has gone. I'm ready for day 2. Looking forward to it. Had a good night's sleep. It was a bit cold. I'm going to have to maybe get Joe to send me my better sleeping bag. But anyway, I'll find some systems and some ways to pack, and I'll get used to things. So at the moment, I'm ready to go. Day 2. Here we go. Oh, I'm on the trail. It's a beautiful morning. I left about 7:40. I tell you what, those loud talkers there got me up early. They got me up about 5:30. Anyway, it was still dark when I got up, and I just took my time to have breakfast. My Wheat Bix and granola were very good, and I had a cup of coffee. Anyway, it's a beautiful morning, and here I am in the WA bush, having a wonderful time. There's my trail. My hips They're a little bit sore, but my legs are a bit sore, but hopefully I'll get track fit soon. And there is the hut that I'm stopping for lunch. It's only 10 o'clock, but we've done the 8.4 kilometres in about 2 hours 20. See, it looks like the toilet block there. Nice position, overlooking the valley. Oh, look at this. Location, location, location. Apparently this is a new type of hut. It's a rammed earth hut rather than being of wood. So the aim is that this can survive a bushfire. Oh, Helena! Hello! So I'm sitting here at Helena. I've got a lovely view to have my lunch, which is noodles and coffee. And I've had a Milky Way bar. I'm going to have some amino acids. Sounds exciting. And I'll finish my water and then retreat some new water. I've taken not all my clothes off, but all my wet clothes, my shirt that's out in the sun drying. Taking my shoes and socks off, and I'm just going to relax here for an hour or so. I think we've got about another 8.9 kilometres to go to Woolwich today, so I'm not going to push it too hard. I'm going to have a good break here. Tired. Oh boy, come over this hill. Oh, still got a way to go to get to the top. This is the first of 3 big hills I've got to conquer. Oh, okay, got my breath. I can almost talk. It's a big up and then a down. At the down, I think I'll stop and get some water. I think I deserve it. These flies. I feel like Mike Pence on a bad day. Look at this, sun's going down, it's beautiful. This is my step, my tent there for the night. We're at Woolwich. I know it doesn't look like Woolwich, but that's how you say it, Woolwich.
Turn off the track there, and if you're not careful, you can miss it.
How good is that?
I honestly did not know.
There isn't a wall on that turn. It's
Beautiful. Day 3, just leaving Woolwich now. We've got probably 20 kilometre walk to do today, and that includes a 300 metre ascent up a mountain. So got my work cut out for me. I think this is the beginning of the up section. I could be wrong. Looks pretty up to me. I've stopped on a rock, taken my pack off. I'm about an hour and a quarter from Berwick. I'm hoping I'm about halfway up, or a good lee way up Mount Dale already. I just needed to stop and have some water, and it looks like a nice little snack. Better get to it before the flies do. Check this tree out. Look at it. Burnt through. Look at it. Amazing. But what's really amazing, I don't know if you can see, but it's alive up the top. It's got plenty of green stuff. That's amazing. Just looks like it wouldn't be possible from this base. Look at that, life finds a way, doesn't it? I do believe I'm at the top. Ooh, I hope that's meant to be happening. Burn-offs, I guess. Fingers crossed. Now it's a couple of kilometres downhill, a few kilometres maybe, I don't know, to the camp for the night. So I reached the top. Woohoo! This is one of the nicest signs you see at the end of a long day. It means the shelter is just up ahead. There's a little turn off and it's usually a couple of 100 metres in. I'll be glad to get there. Looks like I'm arriving around the back of it. Yeah, it's a water tank. And here I am, Mount Dale Hut. Hi, Mount Dale, I made it! Woohoo! 3 cheers! Woohoo! Here's my first fire. My billy can is getting an authentic look to it.
I'm going to hang that stuff up there.
Here I am in my little tent, and all snug as a bug in a rug, hopefully. It won't get too cold tonight. So I'm up pretty early this morning. I couldn't sleep too well, so 5 o'clock I got up, and it's 10 to 6 now. I'm getting myself ready and packing up. So here we go. Day 4. About 18, 19 kilometres today. Well, as you can see, I've made it to Brooklyn. And what should have been a relatively easy walk, I turned into a harder walk by missing a turn off, walking an extra 1.4 kilometres out, which I had to backtrack. That made 2.8, and then I took the wrong turn and walked 600 metres before I realised my mistake. So I had to backtrack. That was 1.2. So all in all, 2.8, 1.2, 4 kilometres. No, 3 kilometres. Maybe I'm overtired. I didn't sleep well last night. So, there you go. That's my excuse, I'll stick to it. I'm having the wraps. Joe got me this chicken paste. I'm going to give somebody my rubbish today, so that's nice. I'll get rid of a little bit of weight. And I'm having them with a little bit of cheese spread, a little bit of this creamy cheese on it, which is very nice. And a cup of miso, followed by a cup of coffee, followed by a cup of water. Hey, I did extra kilometres today, I deserve it. I'm at a boot cleaning station. So I'm going to clean my boots, have a little break here. Just had a little fall. Hope it's okay, just twisted a little bit, but hopefully that doesn't develop into anything. Just my foot went out from under me and the pack took me down. And my pack's just dropped on the floor. Oh boy, what a day. This is meant to be an easy day today. Anyway, have a look at this. There's a brush. And I guess I'm meant to put my foot in that and scrub away. I'll give it a go. But here we are at Canning. Woohoo! After the day I've had. Oh, walking an extra 4 kilometres. One fall, one nearly big fall. Thankfully I straightened that one up. But I'm here. Woohoo! One of the benefits of being first to camp is I can have a quick wash behind the water tank there. It was good. Washed my body, washed my feet. I don't smell so bad now. Got a bit of deodorant on. It's good. 4 days. It was time. It was definitely time. Anyway, this is the camp. And a nice fireplace there. Right in the middle of the bush here. I've got some stuff trying to air out there. And I'm just setting up camp. I'm going to have some drinks and prepare my tent a little while. It's about 6:45, and I'm just about to leave Canning. We didn't have a fire last night. My camp was just beyond that sign, about 20 metres or so that way, and just doing final checks to make sure I didn't leave anything hanging up, and then I am ready to go to Monadnocks and hopefully Mount Cook, but there's some big hills. Let's see. Okay, more climbing. Where's it go? Here, I think. I've still got a little bit to get up to the top of Mount Cuthbert. So you can see this pile of rocks and another pile of rocks in the distance, and I think I've got to go to another 30 or 40 metres elevation. So still a bit to go. Looks like a big can. And a pool of water. Few pools. Whoa, look at that view. Wow. I've come up a bit. It's heavy breathing. I've got to go down again. And then pretty much do the same thing for Mount Vincent over there somewhere. Whew. Whee. Going down. It's going to go down fairly steeply. I just got my first look at Mount Vincent. That's it. So I'm going to go down from this one and then back up that one. Great view at the top of Mount Cuthbert though. Another can, rock can, another mountaintop. Let me show you. There we go. I think that means I'm at the summit. Not the least of which, I've got 360-degree views. There's, see in the background, that's Mount Vincent. There we go. Oh, standing in an ant's nest, not a good idea. Great. Little bastards. They're not happy. Oh shit, they're all over me. Whoops. Let's get out of here fairly quick. Oh shit, they're everywhere. Well, I haven't had that before. The ants declared war on me. I must have been standing right in the middle of the mother nest there while I was waxing lyrical about the view. Yeah. Still biting me. And I looked down, they were swarming over me, all over my gator. Thank goodness for the gators. I would have been done. I'd probably had a couple of hundred ants. And I've run on. And tried to get as many ants off, but obviously they've put some sort of chemical onto me, because when I sat down a couple of 100 metres away, the other ants all started swarming me. I'm going to have to put some Aerogard on my shoes or something, but walk swiftly, not stop in the middle of an ant's nest to admire the view. That's probably good. I think I've got them all, but every now and then I'm feeling a little bite. I hope I've got them. Little bastards, they hurt. Anyway, let's talk about the view some more. I think I'm coming down off Mount Vincent now. Let's say the summit was adventurous and episodic, but I didn't get a lot of photos up there. It's my path. Somewhere down there. I'm hoping. Yeah, I think that's it. So, fun fact, coming down Mount Vincent, I've passed the 100 kilometre mark. Woohoo! Lovely. I've got about 3 kilometres from camp, and it's lovely at the moment. Quite soft underfoot. The pine needles. It's lovely, and it's a bit cooler. It's a bit more dense vegetation around here, so the sun's been on my back for a while. It's been pretty hot today. With those 2 climbs, the bloody ants. Jeez, they attacked me. Well, I've made it into Mount Cook. It was a wonderful day, a challenging day, but a wonderful day. The views at the top of Mount Cuthbert were fantastic. I went through Monadnocks, and I've made it to Mount Cook Hut, which means I've done about close to 30 kilometres, 29.9 I think it is, and with 2 mountains in between, not to mention the other hills coming up to Monadnocks. They were fairly sizable as well. So I'm here in camp and ready to chill out for a while and have something to eat, have a good drink of water. The views at the top of Mount Cuthbert were beautiful. I didn't spend too long on Mount Vincent for obvious reasons. You've watched this video. You saw me running like a banshee down the side of the mountain. They chased me for bloody ages. They're in my gaiters. They're everywhere. Bloody ants. They're huge too. Anyway, I'm here. 30 kilometres. I passed the 100 kilometre mark today. Yay! It's day 6 and I'm walking up Mount Cook. I guess I'm hoping I'm about halfway there. I've come up a fair way on a fairly steep trail. Getting up towards the top of Mount Wells. Look at all these massive granite blocks everywhere. They're huge. Imagine one of those as a decorative piece in the back garden, huh? Oh, I'd jump in the pool from that one. Oh, look at that. I've just taken my bag off for a moment. Maybe have a sip of water in a minute. But I sort of figured this was one of those stop and smell the roses moments that just you need to take in and just enjoy. Have a look at that. You can see the mist far out, the sun's coming up, the trees, the red earth, and the haze on the horizon. And I'm up a fair way here. It's quite a steep granite boulder I'm sitting on. Really lovely. So again, more of these massive boulders. It's just walk through the path. They'll path through the middle of them, and they're just massive. And then you get glimpses of the plain, far below. Look at that. Another one. How long have they been there? Forever. And the world has just got smaller around them. Look at it. Look at the big ones perched up on top of it. Wow. Amazing. And now, obviously, the eastern side. It's only about 7:45 in the morning. The sun rising there. And there's my little woggle on the tree. Tell me I'm being a good boy and follow the path. Lovely mist going through this little valley here. At Gringer Creek. Had a lovely stop. Met Tom and Sally last night. I'm still getting used to. There you go. There you are. There's Sally. And my bag, but it's cold. My hands are freezing. So I'm feeling a bit better this morning than I did yesterday afternoon. Didn't take much videoing in the afternoon. It was quite a flat section. Wasn't difficult technically, and although it was a bit warm, I think it's just the fact that it was my day 6 and my body was saying enough. I got to just work through that. At stages I felt like I could just almost close my eyes and fall asleep while I'm walking, and it was, I had to push on through that, but we had a really nice night last night. I got to camp, and Tom and Sally were there, and Tom's a carpenter and Sally's a graphic designer, and we had a lovely dinner out on the little alfresco table, and talking about shark attacks and life, and it was really good. It was a really nice conversation. We all ended up going to bed pretty early. It was 6, but that's what you do. You get up early and go to bed early. Oh, look at this. I don't know if this is the dieback or the drought they're talking about, but you walk through these great swathes of dead trees and come out again onto the path. Sometimes it's fairly easy to follow like this. Other times it's a bit indistinct. My problem has been when it's been like a road and then the Bibbulmun trail suddenly diverts off it. If you miss the sign, you can easily go too far. But there, if you've spotted in the distance, there's a little yellow woggle, and I'm on trail. Okay, just approaching Albany Highway now. This is where we must have been camped close to it, but the noise was pretty loud last night, especially the road trucks. You can hear even a car coming along here. It's pretty loud, and in the night that can be really loud. Well, let's see. I want to see if I can get this guy to honk. It's my challenge. A honk on the road. Go. It's the little things in life, really. Just walking through the burnt off area to go to the toilet, and oh, look at that interesting tree. And Nathan, the fiery, was telling us how much science goes into these burns. You can see it's burnt through the undergrowth, and it's reduced the ground cover, but it only goes up about 4 or 5 meters up the tree. It doesn't go into the tree. So they've got a way that they can do it that just keeps the forest safe and the animals safe, which is quite good. Okay, here's my yummy dinner for the night. Tandoori chicken and yogurt. Look at that. That looks pretty nice. And there's the pack. Tandoori chicken. And fly. And flies, yeah. The flies here are just little extras. So, end of day 7. I've done about 150 kilometres so far. And I'm sleeping in the hut without the tent for the first time. We'll see how that goes, how cold I am. When I wake up in the morning and I'm frozen, I might not to do it again. But my better sleeping bag comes to Dwellingup and I get there in 2 more days, so that'll be better. Okay, it's about 4:40 and I'm going to head out in the dark to try and get most of this diversion done early on in the morning. Apparently it's under the telegraph poles and there's no shade and it's very hot. So a bit of night walking. I managed to get my head torch working. This thing don't go that way. Okay, good. Looks like a turn off. That looks like a smouldering branch there. There is a bit of stuff in the air. A bit of smoke. There's this concern there. It's definitely turning that way. Okay. I've been about an hour and a half walking in the dark, and probably, probably an hour walking under these power lines. I think it was a good call to get up early. So the sky's getting noticeably lighter now, and dawn's coming. Did get a bit chillier just before dawn, just like they say. So it's just a long walk under the power lines, but it's much, much cooler than it will be later in the day. So I made it to the temporary camp. Boy, it really is temporary, isn't it? You can clearly see this side's been burnt off. All the undergrowth is gone. They seem to constrain it so it doesn't go up in the canopy somehow. But it's a little bit different to this side. Which is what it was looking like before. So all that undergrowth and burnable material has been burnt off to stop the wildfires. There's my tent, and this is the path. I'm on the way to Dwellingup. I got about 20 kilometres to do today. I think I've done about 9 or thereabouts, and I'm onto the old railway. Walk along the railway now for a while. So I'm nearly at the end of 211 kilometres of the first stage from Kalamunda to Dwellingup. It's been really great. I've enjoyed the camping. I've enjoyed the walking, sometimes more than others. But it is a mental game as well as a physical game. And yeah, you've got to keep your head positive. I think I had a bit of a negative day yesterday, and you've got to watch out for those. Got to give your body time to rest, and I think the fact that I got in at 12 o'clock, had a good rest, a couple of snoozes, and then went to sleep at 7 o'clock and got up at 6:30 this morning. That's a long sleep, you know. It was broken, but it's given my body a bit of time to settle and heal, and it's feeling a lot better this morning, a lot stronger, and maybe part of that is getting through the 7-day blues. I'm now into my 9th day, and that 7-day blues is a real walking thing. You know, 7 days of walking, your body says, well, enough, let's have a break. Well, I've done 9 days, but I'm planning on a little break in Dwellingup, so I might have an extra night there. Let the body really repair, and let the body catch up with a little bit of beer and steak, maybe. I know, I shouldn't. I should have a piece of fish, but I'm really craving a steak right now. Here I am, walking into Dwellingup. I'm here. So there's the toilets and the visitor centre. Well, I've made it the first leg, just 211 kilometres. I'm here in Dwellingup, and yeah, I'm ready for a beer and a hamburger, I reckon. I am. So I did get that beer and the chips and that hamburger, and boy did I enjoy them. I even returned later on to the pub to have a steak with a friend. We had another beer and an enjoyable night. I changed my sleeping bag over and sent some things that I wasn't using home. I took advantage of a bed and had a good rest, and more cafe meals than you could poke a stick at. I even had time to treat my poor sore toes. They needed to do me well, because this was just stage one. I had many more kilometres still to go.